Hello, my name is Kenneth Blackburn, and in today's video, I'm going to be discussing Disney's Fantasia. Disney's Fantasia was released in 1940, and there are 8 pieces of music in the production. The first piece is Toccata and Fugue in D minor, composed by Johann Sebastian Bach. The music period, I believe, is the Baroque period. I recognize this piece of music from its intro, which I've only heard in certain movies or shows. I enjoyed watching the orchestra play before the animation started. I like how the twinkling of the stars in the clouds went well with the music, and also the movement of the violin bows in the clouds. Overall, I think the animation worked well with this piece, since there wasn't any known characters to distract from the music. I liked when the deep notes were added in as a sense of doom or peril before the triumphant notes began. The second piece is the Nutcracker Suite, released in 1892, composed by Chavosky. I'm sure I've said that wrong. I'm sorry. The music period, I believe, is Romanticism. Knowing that this piece is famously known and performed during Christmas, I don't think the animation took away from the originality, but rather added to it. My wife watched this with me, and she enjoyed the dancing mushrooms with the trilling notes. The music is meant to be magical, and I found the fairies fitting, especially the frost fairies. The third piece is the Sorcerer's Apprentice, and that was released in 1897, and it was composed by Paul Dukas. The music period, I believe, is Romanticism into Modernism. I liked how the glowing hum of the hat symbolized that it seems to be the main source of magic or power. The animation for the broom coming to life was very fitting, and how it follows Mickey Mouse's character throughout the castle. The music and the animation worked well together. When the shattered broom pieces were put back together, and just how chaotic it all got, it worked well with the music. I'm sorry about my camera being unfocused. The fourth piece, the Rite of Spring, was released in 1913. The composer was Igor Stravinsky. Music period, I believe, is maybe nationalism, since he was greatly influenced by Russian folklore and style. Stravinsky wrote this piece to express primitive life, which is stated in the movie. My wife and I enjoyed the animation for this piece. For myself, it was because of the space and the beginning of life scenes. For my wife, it was because of the dinosaurs. She loves dinosaurs. We both found the lava burst fitting for with the music, along with the volcanic eruptions. The fight scene between the T-Rex and the Stegosaurus was well put together with the music, especially with how terrifying the T-Rex was. The raging storm at the end was good animation for the music as well. The fifth piece is Symphony No. 6, Pastoral, released in 1808. The composer was Ludwig van Beethoven. Music period, I believe, is Romanticism. Beethoven wrote this piece to convey joyfulness and peace from the countryside, having Mount Olympus as the location fit perfectly with how whimsical the music is in the beginning. The unicorns and fawns playing together, adds to the joyfulness of the piece. The music for the young Pegasus learning how to fly went well together, how it falls and ascends before it finally gets the hang of flying well. Again, I'm sorry about my camera. I don't know what's going on with it. The courting scene between the centaurs showed the piece its romantic side, and the cherubs, I believe is how you say it, doing their best to bring the lonely pair together was a nice touch. The joyful dancing while preparing for Dionysus' arrival was fun to watch, along with Dionysus' drunken stupor. The music was nicely put together when Zeus interrupts everyone's celebration with his lightning bolts, and I enjoyed how Zeus he took a nap after everything, as if he didn't just create havoc. The sixth piece is the Dance of the Hours, and it was composed by Poncelli. Again, I'm sure I've said that wrong, so I'm sorry about mispronouncing everything. The music period, I believe, is Romanticism. This ballet piece is from the opera La Gioconda, which was first performed in 1876. I recognize the main melody as the parody song Hello Mutta Hello Fada, excuse me. The animation for this piece is quite comical, and I had to rewatch it in order to pay attention to the music. I enjoyed the music overall, and I liked the ending after the animal ballet, how the music went well with it, with the building crashing down, excuse me. The final two pieces, number 7 and 8, are combined together. The piece number 7 is titled A Night on Bald Mountain, and it was released in 1867, and it was composed by Modest Mussorgsky. Sorry if I said that wrong. I believe the music period for that one is Romanticism. And piece number 8 is Ave Maria, released in 1825, composed by Franz Schubert, and the music period, I believe, is also Romanticism. The animation definitely gives off the spooky factor A Night on Bald Mountain is meant to portray. The skeletal ghost going through the noose was a good animation, and it really stood out to me, along with the other ghostly figures being summoned from their graves. The animation and music for the dancing flame went well together also. The beginning of Ave Maria sounds so peaceful and welcoming once the demons have been summoned away by the church bells. The foggy animation is still a little bit unsettling, but with the glowing lanterns and the rising sun, it's beautifully done. The soloist has a beautiful voice, and one can feel the triumph and peace in her singing. I enjoyed that these two pieces were combined, and I think the animation tied them together very, very well. Final thoughts. We were able to find this on Disney Plus, so if for future reference you want to rewatch it, you can find it there. All in all, I'm glad I was able to watch this with my wife. She's a big Disney buff, and we enjoyed learning about the production and the music pieces. That's all I have. We'll see you next week. Bye.